Hi guys! Oh hi! Welcome to Veganuary day 5. So the cookbook that I've chosen for today is the Fiber Fueled Cookbook.
Glare.
Sorry. So this also, this is the cookbook for the Fiber Fueled book, which I also have, which has quite a few recipes in that as well. And one of the reasons why I got this cookbook was because none of the recipes in this cookbook are in the other book. Sometimes when you get like a philosophy on something, actually Dr. B's philosophy in this is the gut is health. So if you want to supercharge your immune system and optimize everything, you got to start with the gut. And the way you start with the gut is by increasing your fiber, because Americans and probably most of the world are very under consumed of fiber. Does that make any sense? We don't eat enough fiber. So I think the American recommendation for fiber is 25 grams, which is very low. We should probably be eating like 40 grams of fiber. And a lot of the processed foods and meats and dairy have like 0 fiber. So I might revisit the other cookbook, which is not a cookbook, it's the book that goes with this, because it also has quite a few recipes in it. So I might make a recipe out of that book as well. But the recipe for today is pozole. And I've made this before, but the last time I made it with Beyond sausage. So I'm not using any mock meat today. I'm pretty much going to follow the recipe as it's written. And I'm a little excited because I've never worked with ancho chilies before. So I got them today at the store. They're dry. And my family doesn't like heat. So I made sure I looked on this and it said it's mild. Heat level mild. And I took out the seeds already, which I know is what contains most of the heat. Well, maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I couldn't see any that were already hydrated. So I got these dehydrated ones. So now I'm going to take my chilies and let them soak in some boiling water for about 30 minutes. Which will give me enough time to chop up everything that needs to be chopped up and get everything ready so that my chilies are all ready to go when I have my mise en place done. And it's still going to take 45 minutes on the stove to simmer, but at least hopefully we'll be eating before 8 o'clock. It's like 6 o'clock right now. Let's hope 8 o'clock. All right, we're ready to cook. This is a pretty simple recipe. Pretty few ingredients. The real pizzazz is what you add on top of the soup afterwards. So let's see. We're going to turn on our soup pot here, and we're going to start by he doesn't use oil. He uses the veggie broth to saute, but I'm just going to use a little bit of avocado oil because why not? The whole philosophy of the book is to challenge yourself to eat as many different plant items as you can per day. So I believe this recipe has 9+ plant points because it has 9 different plant items. And I guess the extra is going to be the extra things that we add to the top. So we might end up with 12 different things for this, so that's really good. So I'm going to start off with my onion. Going to saute that just for a little while, just for a couple minutes. And once this starts to get soft, I'm going to use my garlic press and put in my garlic cloves over here. So we'll come back after the onion and the garlic are good to go. All right, our onion and garlic are doing great. I actually had to add some water in because my garlic was in danger of burning, so I saved it. So the rest of this recipe is really simple. It's basically a dump situation. So I'm going to start by adding the water, because this is this is the bouillon, but I only did it concentrated because I didn't want to have to dirty a big bowl to reconstitute the bouillon. So I'm going to add our bouillon in first. Look. It goes everywhere. Be careful. Alright, so we're also going to add in the chilies. So here I drain the boiling water from them. These are going in for flavor, and then before you eat it, they get taken out. So this is just for flavor. So we don't have to eat those hot chilies. Also, 2 bay leaves. My dad would always cook with bay leaves, and I would always be like, what does this do for you? Nothing. I always ended up getting the bay leaf, though. We're also putting in a tablespoon of cumin. Cumin. You say cumin, I say cumin. They said a 15-ounce can of the hominy, but I'm using double because I like to eat a lot. My phone agrees. All of these were drained, by the way. You don't put the liquid from the beans in there. I was kind of disappointed with the pinto beans, though, because it's like refried beans in there. They like exploded. How'd that happen? But they're going in. They say also salt, up to you. I'm not going to put any in right now because I have the salt from the bouillon, and I have whatever residual salt was left after I drained the beans because I didn't get salt-free beans. So I'm just going to put all these in. I have 2 cans of kidney and 2 cans of pinto. The other one exploded too. It wasn't like it was just, an isolated incident. Is that normal? Do your pinto beans usually explode in the can?
I don't know.
We don't usually buy pinto beans. We usually get the kidney beans, the dark red kidney, and the black beans. But I'm thinking refried beans are usually made from pinto beans, so maybe that's why they make them into refried beans, because they break down pretty easily.
We're buying Roman beans lately, too.
Yes, because they don't put all the garbage in the ingredients, the chemicals and stuff for some reason. And then we're also putting in a small can of tomato paste. Why is my phone always blowing up when I decide to film? Every single time. Every single video you can go back and see, oh, she's filming a video, that means her phone's going to start blowing up. So we're going to just give this a good stir. And this is going to simmer on the stove for about 45 minutes. And then we will take out the chilies and the bay leaves, and we should be ready to eat. Alright, here is the finished products. I added shredded cabbage, some pickled red onion, and for the boys, they have avocado. I can't eat avocado, though, because it makes me hate myself. It pushes the eject button in my body. So, let's see what Mr. Mark thinks. It's quite hot, so please be careful, sir. It's good, right? Mm-hmm. I tried some of the broth. It does thicken up considerably.
Definitely tastes cilantro.
Well, yeah, you need to mix it around because I just made the paste poop out of the thing. Oh. So I did remove the bay leaves and the ancho chili carcass out. And I think it's a winner. I think we're going to be having this again because it was really easy to do. And it was pretty quick. And the results are pretty damn delicious. Let's see, did you get everything on that one? It's good, right? Yeah, maybe for a special occasion we could throw a Beyond sausage or 2 in there.
Oh my.
Right? Wouldn't that take it over the top?
Yeah.
I wonder also, I don't wonder, I mean, I think it would be pretty easy to do in the Instant Pot too. And then you wouldn't have to wait as long.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, well, we're definitely making this one again. So the name of the cookbook is, I'll have it linked in the info box too if you guys are interested. The Fiber Fueled Cookbook by Dr. Will Bolsewitz. And the recipes in here are, oh, are also super delicious. Like, there's a lot in here. And he also, of course, I showed you no pictures. He also is huge on fermented foods and just basically gut health. So give it a shot. Let me know if you make it. And we'll be back for Veganuary Day 6. I can give you a little preview. I think we're going to be making a recipe out of the I Love You cookbook by Pamela Anderson that I got for Christmas. So see you tomorrow. And until then, much love.